We need something cool to drink. Did you guys get refreshments along the way, or?
Most definitely.
Yeah, definitely. We parked up by road and drank all the way down, and then came here. So
I saw there's kids at the front selling soda, and then at the back of the line, more kids, more soda, right? I mean, this is a great opportunity, not just for the church.
Oh yeah.
Everybody has purpose along the way, and there's all kinds of opportunity.
Yep.
Good on them.
Buskers, popcorn sellers.
Oh yeah, there's a kid down there with the juggling, right? I say he's got about a pair of $300 in his hat.
Yeah,
Right.
There's some pretty smart kids. I'm sort of thinking if the Ace doesn't go tonight, he might have some competition here next week.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna set up here next week.
Yeah.
Like that.
Good luck tonight, guys.
Take it easy.
Thanks a
Take
lot.
care. You start to see, I'm not sure, let me see if I can swing around for you real quick. When we stop to talk to folks, even for a quick 30, 40 seconds, about a 20, 30-foot gap opens up in the lines. So I'll try to keep my chats short. One of our illustrious members of government, Paul Lane. Always a pleasure to see our MHAs, our MPs, members of the local council. Everybody wants to chase the Ace. How are you guys doing?
Good, and yourself?
Waiting long in line today?
About a little over 20 minutes.
That seems to be the case today, which is down from about 2 hours earlier, so you guys have clearly got the strategy.
Well, I don't know about strategy. Come after work, it's bigger. So
Yeah,
last
that's right.
week was horrible. compared-
We'll tell you if the strategy works around 8 o'clock or something.
Yeah, that's right. There's only one way to know if it works, right? It's if you've won.
For sure.
Yeah,
Take care.
see you later. Take care. All right, well, seeing as we've made it to the barbecue and seeing as I'm hungry, let's see if these folks will let us cross the line. And we'll see who we can chat with up here.
Thank you for your support.
Must have been a busy day over here.
Very busy. Busy every week.
So you guys have been here this is not your first chase.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity. I mean, again, it's a great fundraiser for St. Kevin's,
It
but
is.
so many other groups are using the opportunity also.
Great opportunity for our community, especially if these girls are traveling to support the Goulds basketball, and it's a great way for us to get some money for them. It's very expensive to travel, and it's a great opportunity for us to take advantage of it like everybody else is doing.
So what's it like? I know, of course, this is the height of summer, and everybody who plays on this team is enjoying their vacation now. So what's it like to get people week after week to try to man this barbecue station?
The girls have been extremely committed to it. They have a very, very hard schedule when it comes to practice, so they're usually every day at that. When they come home, they know on a Wednesday that this is a commitment we've made, and they're all great. As you can see, they're here and they're ready to go, and every week, there's lots of prepare work. We have to dismantle it and settle it up, so the girls are always great when they come here.
And someone has to make this massive grocery store run, right?
Most definitely, yeah, and everybody is involved. It certainly is a team effort.
What does your van look like after pickup?
It's helpful. Well, we don't have a lot of food left. We normally tend to sell out. We have great support from the community and those coming in, so it's great that way. But it's a lot of work, and we get everybody together, and by the end of the night, everybody's tired.
I've got to ask you, do you then stick around for a chance to chase the Ace? Do you have your
Of
tickets?
course. We're all part of Chase the Ace. We have a lot of, everybody here is a part of it, and if we could win that, it's certainly our fundraising will be over at that point.
You might not need to fundraise for a generation, maybe.
Exactly, true enough, yeah.
And this is the local Goulds girls basketball
Yes,
team?
it is the Goulds girls basketball. It's the elite basketball team. They do a lot of traveling, so it's a great fundraiser for them.
That's great. When we wrap this up, I'll be back for a burger.
Right, I appreciate it. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Take care. Yeah, let's just take a quick look at this lineup while we get this chance as I go after Ariana's hot dog. You didn't really want that hot dog,
I
did you?
did want the hot dog.
Aw.
It wasn't just for the Facebook Live. I actually was really hungry.
This is
And,
not a prop hot
this
dog.
isn't
This is a
prop
for
hot
real
dog.
hot dog.
Yeah. Do you want a bite?
Kind of, yeah.
That was a bigger bite than I expected.
Oh, we
Yeah.
did.
Anyway, so we're going to be back on Facebook Live actually tonight too. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Well, I got to finish chewing, so you tell them.
Okay, so tonight when the draw happens around 7:30, you can tune back in here on our Facebook page, and myself and Zach will be here when they actually draw it. But the chances you were talking about aren't as excellent as what we may think.
Can we go math for a minute? I've been
Go
stats
math.
geeking out on this
math.
for a little while. Okay. First of all, you have to get your ticket chosen. The odds of getting your ticket chosen out of this, we calculate to be about 1.5 million to 1, something like that.
Okay.
But then when you
Excellent
get up
odds.
on the stage, right, then everyone's like, yes, 1 in 12 chance. Of course, the longer a Chase the Ace goes, the fewer cards there are in the deck, and thus the better odds to win. But if you think about it, a 1 in 12 chance to pick the ace is an 11 in 12 chance to not pick the ace.
Right, but not just that. You'll get a pretty big consolation
Hey,
prize.
if you get up on the stage, the consolation prize is 20% of the day's take. Last week, I think that person walked off with about $160,000, so it's not chump
bad.
change. But again, for people who think we're getting to the tail end, maybe not, right? 12 cards is still
Yeah,
a
and it
lot
could
of cards
take us
go.
to October. So I'm going
Middle
to Patriots hot
October.
dog. You
I'll go
back
back in the line. I'll see what these folks think of those odds. What do you think, guys? So if you can get up to the front, actually get your ticket chosen out of all of these, you'll have a 1 in 12 chance to pick the ace. How does that sound to you?
Oh, sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
Sounds like really good odds.
Of course, then there's the initial buying. So are you buying tickets just for yourselves, or?
Yeah, we had quite an order to get put in.
I
So
bet.
yeah.
Where are you coming from?
Paradise.
Okay. Other side of town, so to speak.
Yes. Yes.
So every friend, family member, anyone who could slip you a 20s.
Yep. True. Yeah, and we're not charging any commission, so they like
Whoa,
us. Yeah.
well, very generous with your time. Guys, is this your first week here chasing the ace?
No, this is second now.
Yep.
I was here last week also. Can you maybe just describe for us how much of a different it is from one week to the
It's
next?
crazy. It is like, last week when we started just at the end of the parking lot.
Right.
This week we started miles back, way at the end of at least 2 or 3 blocks back. So it was, it's been like, I'm glad we came earlier than we did last week.
Indeed.
Yes.
And how will you pass the time? You're almost at the front of the line, but we're still, 3 or more hours away from draw time, right? So how will you pass the rest of the day?
We'll probably go get a meal over at one of the stores there.
We already have our mother in line at one of the local places getting us food, actually. So.
You guys have divided up the
We're
challenge.
dividing and conquering.
Great strategy. Well, best of luck to you today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care. Thank you for that. Yeah, so it's, you stash one of your party member in this lineup, you put another of your party members in the pizza lineup. If you were clever, you'd also have another member of your party parking your car somewhere, maybe being ready to swoop in and pick everybody up at the end of the night. Because as you can imagine, it takes a long time to get out of here. But hey, that's all part of the Chase the Ace fun. Maybe I can ask these gents, where have you come in from today, sir?
I live in the Goulds. I live on Petty Harbor Road.
Oh, lucky you.
So I just walked here.
Yeah, makes sense. What's it been like for you having this community fill up week after week?
Great to see the business. Great to see all the donations going out to 4-H and the basketball teams and all that. Yeah,
And I
it's
guess
great.
everywhere you go, every other conversation is chase this and chase that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right on. Well, best of luck to you
Thank
tonight.
you.
And folks, where are you guys coming from for today's chase?
Paradise.
Paradise.
11th week.
11th week.
Yeah, it's only been crazy since last week, so I'm hoping to get it this week.
It's pretty amazing, hey, just seeing how much, because people think of something like this as having a straight linear progression, right? And it really doesn't. It's jumped at certain points.
It's fantastic, though. The line is moving really quickly. It's gridlocked in the evening trying to get out, but
Yeah.
we're all good.
That's right.
It's better than the lottery, right?
Yeah.
Better
hey.
chances.
Much better chances, especially if you bring a cute little good luck charm. Like
Right?
Yeah. So is this young lady in charge of all the tickets? Well, she's in charge of being the cutest one in line. Yes, she's holding the money, right? Yeah. There we go. That's what she thinks indeed. So some people have the really cute good luck charms. Some people have the furry little good luck charms.
Yeah, they do.
How has she been putting up with this lengthy lineup?
Oh, pretty good.
Yeah.
She knows it's going to be gone tonight, so
That's
it's only today.
Everybody knows they're going to win tonight.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
amazing how many winners I've spoken to today. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's disappointing.
That's right, yeah. Sir, where have you come from for this chase?
St. John's.
Okay, not so bad.
No.
But is this your first week here?
It is.
Ooh.
So first and last, that's what I say.
But if you have a taste of this tonight, you're telling me that if the ace doesn't go, you're not going to come back to chase again?
I'll be back, I think, every week.
Yeah, that's right. It's too much money at this point to pass up.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, it's a lot. And any opportunity somebody's got to come here, I think is great.
The funny thing is, I think, because where this is happening at the height of summer, I think this event has kind of wormed its way into a lot of people's summer plans.
Oh,
right?
yeah, for sure. I hear tell of a lot of people coming out and meeting their neighbors and
spending the whole evening at somebody's house here in the neighborhood, so it's great.
Well, I bet there's people here in line who, in April were not thinking that in July they'd be vacationing in Goulds, and yet here they are.
No, exactly.
Oh, exactly. There you go. Best of luck to you guys. Yeah, there's a gentleman I spoke to. Again, I keep referring to this guy in the RV. This is not the only RV that's here on site, right? There are folks who have, let's see if our signal rate is going to get up. We'll find out for ourselves. But yeah, there are definitely folks who were not planning to be here, and one day, well, I'll get this guy to tell me the story. Here we go. I've been admiring your RV for hours.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So where are you guys coming from?
We're coming from Kelligrews.
Okay.
Bay South.
Not so far away.
Oh, no, not too far.
But sir, tell me, was it always the plan for summer to load up the RV and come into Goulds, or?
Oh, travel wherever JC Ace is at, we'll follow.
Oh, you guys are ace chasers then?
Yes. Yeah.
Wherever the money is, that's where we're going.
Right. Yeah. Well, the big money is here for this time, right?
Yeah. We're just waiting for the
waiting.
card.
Yeah.
Yes, we came out here last night and stayed overnight here, and we'll be here again tonight.
And so will you try to keep the spot if the ace doesn't go this week?
Well, hope
I'll
so.
be here until Brinks bring me home.
Yeah.
I'm going home with Brinks, without a doubt.
They might not have room in the back of the Brinks truck with all the money they've got in there. I don't think they could squeeze you in.
I guess the big room.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So which
I was just talking with them. They said, definitely, they'd take it home for me.
Something tells me people have a hard time saying no to you. It might be.
Oh, I dare say. We had a bad day yesterday. We're looking forward to a good day today.
Oh, yeah? Bad day camping.
No, no, just wasn't a good day. But we'll talk about that another time.
Well, let me ask you about the other. You say you can, kind of load up the RV and go where the ace goes. Which other ace chases have you guys been at recently?
We were over at Bay de Verde there last year.
Oh, that was another big one, right?
Yes.
But that one was, a 3-hour drive from Metro St. John's, whereas this one is in practically the heart of the city, and you really see the difference here.
45 minutes, and we're in
here.
Yeah.
In here at the right spot at the right time.
Very exciting.
Yep.
And we're supporting everybody.
What's it been like to sit here and just people watch?
It's amazing.
Amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I mean, you wouldn't think it'd be so great.
You guys, I can only imagine the number of people who have passed, your campsite since 10 o'clock this morning when the line started to move.
Yes, we were up at 8, and I'm telling you, there's been quite a few.
I walked up 2 miles to get to the end of the line to come down here to get our tickets.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
I did the same. I thought I would, just casually slip into the back of the line. Whew. Yeah. Didn't work out that way.
No, I know. You can't skip a line. It wouldn't be long telling you.
Yeah, that's right. No way, Jose. So, guys, just before we let you go, I mean, this has the potential to last another 11 weeks, right?
Yes.
So, what's going to happen if the ace doesn't go tonight and the ace doesn't go next week? Are you prepared to be here for the long haul?
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Lines our pocketbook hangs in there, we're fine.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get many friends to chip in if we got to.
There you go.
Usually that's what happens. Everybody chips in, and
Well,
all family, we're going to share the wealth.
Yeah, but people who are seeing you on this now are running to the computers. They can wire you money like Western Union or something for the rest of the week, right?
How we wish.
Yeah.
I think we have our quota now.
Maybe so. Guys, maybe I can ask you to introduce yourselves before we let you go.
Yeah, Tom, Kylie, and my wife Betty, and our daughter Corrine.
Hi.
Corey, Kylie, yeah.
So we're enjoying the whole evening here.
You guys have made it kind of a family vacation.
We did so. Yeah, it was at the Legion in Kelligrews as well, so we followed that one, and then the Power Scored and Manuals, and so we spread the wealth a little around and try our luck.
Hope for the best.
What is it they used to call people who would follow rock bands around? Groupies in the summer? You guys.
We could be one of them also.
Thanks, guys. Best of luck to you.
Thank you very much.
Another thing I've been noticing is that people here are in a good mood. As you can see, with all the folks that we've been chatting with so far. I mean, everybody is here for the same reason, right? A chance to get rich. Why wouldn't that put you in a good mood? As long as you get the good weather to go along with it, but that's a story for another day. We are about 12-ish minutes from the close of ticket sales for the afternoon portion only. What happens is at 4 o'clock local time, of course, they shut down the ticket sales for 1 hour, just long enough really to give the volunteers a chance to have some dinner. and then they reopen the ticket sales at 5 p.m. sharp. And that goes on until 8 p.m. sharp, and then at 8 o'clock, they start the draws. When they say sharp, they mean sharp. So if you're behind the person who's at the front of the line at 8 p.m., too bad, no tickets for you. They have to make it a hard shut-off, and then they will move people out of the hall. This whole area is full of people then, waiting for them to make the announcement. First thing to do is draw the 50-50. That winner comes up and collects their prize. And then it's ace time. Then they pick the number for the ticket. That holder of that ticket then has 15 minutes to present themselves to an ace organizer. And then that's it. Then it's showtime. Then they get the chance, the thing that the moment we've all been waiting for, right? When they'll lay the 12 remaining cards out on the deck. Whoever holds that ticket has one chance to put their finger on the card that they hope is the ace of spades. That's how this game is played. How you doing, my friend?
Come out to win the pot.
You came out to win the pot, hey? You and all these other people.
No, I'm going to chance.
Just you,
I'm
eh?
chance. That's it.
It's amazing how many winners we're meeting here in line. Funny thing about that. So let's see if we can chat with a few more folks before they shut this line down. I'm curious to see what's going to happen at 4 o'clock. Will the people who are still in line dissipate? Will they all go away, or will everybody just sort of stay put and hold their place in line until it resumes again at 5? I guess we're going to find out together. So let's ask these folks back here in lineup. How are you guys doing? This guy, here we go. Again, I always go to the cutest kid in line when in doubt. Yeah. Hey, young fella.
Say hi.
This is a good luck. This is called an ace attractor. If you hold it, well, you know.
Quick rabbit.
Yeah. Exactly. So where are you guys from?
Torbay.
Okay, there you go. In the area.
Yeah.
And is this your first week at Chase the Ace?
No, we were here last week too.
Oh yeah, big jump from last week to this week.
Oh yeah, big time.
What's it like to be here with the little one?
It's not so bad. He's just waking up there from his nap now, so
not so bad.
Not so bad at all.
Been pretty quick.
I don't imagine you guys will get back to Torbay though before 8 o'clock. Like, are you going to stay here now and kind of make an evening of it?
No, we're probably going to go home now because he gets cranky past his bedtime, right?
Oh yeah, there you go. But he's a good luck charm. He's got to hold the ticket.
Oh, he is. That's why he's coming in with us. He's coming in to get tickets.
Yeah, he touches the right one.
That's right.
Right on. Guys, if you win, what would you do with the money?
College fund.
Right.
College fund vacation.
Yeah. He can go to Harvard, and you guys could go to the moon if you want.
There we go. Perfect. What more could you want?
Best of luck to you. Take care. Yeah, as you can see, it's a family occasion, whether you've got adult children, retired parents in an RV, or a young family, and little guy still big enough to cling on to Dad's T-shirt. Hey, young fellow. Maybe we'll start moving back towards the front of the line. There we go. This is pretty amazing when you think about it. I wish I could take you guys all the way to the end. If you follow me on Twitter, and I hope you do, there's a great time-lapse video that I took. It took the life right out of me. But I walked all the way to the end of the line, turned the camera on, and walked all the way to the beginning of the line. It was more than a kilometer. I think I sped the video up 12 times fast, and it's still about 36 seconds long. It's pretty wild. It's worth your time, believe me. I'm always trying to sell my own Twitter account, but it's really worth your time to check out this time lapse of the line in its entirety. Again, let's see if we can chat with some of these folks. How long were you guys waiting in line, hey?
About a half hour.
About a half hour. It's not so bad.
Not too bad at all.
It's on the low end, I think, whoever's been waiting today. So when the if you don't get to the front here now, are you hoping? I mean, I know you must be checking your watch.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close.
Lucky ticket is in this lineup.
Is in this line. There's 10 minutes to get to the front here now. Well, the lady who won the consolation prize last week, who had her number picked, she bought her ticket in the evening ticket purchasing window at around 6:30.
It's a good sign. Good sign.
Right? So, hey, right, all is not lost. If you don't get up there in the next 10 minutes, don't lose hope.
No guarantee.
I've been asking everybody this. What would you do with the money if you won?
I'd spend some, blow some, and pay some bills and enjoy it.
And Lord knows what with the rest.
And go on a trip.
Yeah. Guys, best of luck to you tonight.
Thank you.
Speaking of the money, I keep asking myself what the St. Kevin's Parish Association is going to do with the money. You know, this is a group that does a version of a Meals on Wheels program for low-income people. They maintain the cemetery that's up the top of this hill. But again, it's a small church, a small organization, and a relatively small community. The, several millions of dollars that they're going to be left with at the end of this is going to go a very, very long way. There you go, and as you see people waving at their friends and family in line. I've had a lot of people tell us that you meet people here in the lineup that you weren't expecting to see, maybe people that you haven't seen in years and years, and it's just that kind of thing. It's become a real community celebration. How are you guys doing today?
Doing wonderful.
Yeah? Are you going to buy the winning ticket when you get inside?
It would be nice. Everybody has a dream.
Yeah? So where have you guys come from for today's dance?
Harbor, Maine.
Harbor, Maine. Well, that's okay. That's a bit of a drive, though.
Oh, not bad.
Not bad.
No, not bad.
Are you anticipating getting home tonight to Harbor, Maine?
Oh, yes.
It's going to be, getting out of here is the real challenge.
Oh, yeah.
at the end.
Time is the most plentiful thing we have.
That's a good way to look at it. Best of luck to you guys.
Especially if we win.
Especially, well, then actually the most plentiful thing you'll have will be millions of dollars. But, that'll be okay, too. It's funny, I was seeing people, again, I talked a minute ago about walking to the back of the line. Walked to the back of the line, chatted with some folks, much like we're doing now. Then we came back down inside the building, getting some more footage. About an hour later, you'd see those same people starting to come through, and they were mopping their brows, gasping for breath, and it was, yeah. If you came down at lunch break, it was a bit of a scene. Not that this isn't a scene, holy cow. I'll take you basically right up to the front door because in about 5 minutes now, they're going to be shutting off ticket sales. So we'll get to the people who are really, really, really stressed. Something tells me that these folks, even when they do shut the ticket sales off, that they're just going to hang out. Well, let's ask these guys. Guys, if they get to the front and you don't make it to the 4 o'clock window, are you going to walk on or are you going to hold your spot?
Staying right here.
Yeah, that's right.
Not lining up back there again.
They couldn't dislodge me from here with a keg of dynamite, you say?
No, sir.
Yeah. So what would you do with the money, $1 million+?
Be debt free for sure.
I'm sure, probably for quite a while.
A nice vacation.
You could do some very lavish debt spending and still be debt free on that kind of money.
True.
Yeah. So, sir, is this your first week here?
Yes.
And what do you think? Is there going to be, if somebody wins who is here on the first time, is there going to be people shaking their fists? People who've been coming for the 39 weeks and have a lot of their money invested in the pot by now?
You'll get that anyway.
Well, that's right. Hey. No matter what, you're going to have 14,999 people shaking their fists, right? And one guy walking away with the money.
For sure.
Yeah. Best of luck to you guys tonight, hey?
Thanks.
Yeah, they're getting real close to it now. I can take you sort of nearer to the front. There you go. So you're starting to see it now. So this is the scene. They're going to let in another small handful of people. And then these folks with the orange safety vests and the St. Kevin's lanyards, they are going to be pretty strict about it.
Two more. That's it. She's done. Possibility.
Strict, but still having a little bit of fun. This fellow is...
45.
That's it, hey? Cut off?
That's it to 5 o'clock.
Yeah, right. You guys need a bit of a break, too.
We do, as do you.
Yeah. People are less sympathetic towards me, but tell me, so what's it been like out there all day? You've been directing traffic here.
It's been crazy since there was people here sitting down and sleeping out since 6:30 this morning. Right?
Yeah. I mean, I know that a lot of you guys have been involved since day one and that you never thought you'd be in the middle of organizing something like
this. There's not as many in Times Square in New York.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah.
You sign up to run a small church lottery, you think, no problem, I can handle a few hundred people. Before you know it, you're directing over 10,000 human beings.
Absolutely. But the people are cooperative, they're having a fun time. And now, in the last hour or two, police are around, safety first round, so they're a bit of a help, but the volunteers got everything pretty well under control, and the city is helping a lot, and everybody else, so it's running pretty smooth.
It is indeed, and you know what, I mean, that really credit is due to you want to just tell me about that for a moment? I've heard you've got over 70 volunteers from what, again, is a pretty small, parish association giving up their time for this.
Absolutely, yeah. People got into it, and then they got tied up in it, so they wanted to keep it going, and there's a couple of main people behind it. You got the church, you got the secretary, Patsy, and Keith, and a few of those guys, and Bob Farrell, and a number of them. They're involved with it and whatever, so they're pretty busy. Yeah.
And like you said, I mean, everybody wants
this guy
to see.
Here, yeah.
There you go, Bob. Yeah, please.
We could take a few more, another 20 plays or more. Let's fly. There we go.
Get in there, Lanny. This is the first time I saw a woman never had to make up her mind. Here we go. Come on, Skipper, you're the last one. Cut out. All right, go on. That's it. Sit down. That's it. You might get a few more. We might get a few more. We'll hang on, we'll see.
He jinxed us.
I'm going to jinx you. Well, then you can blame it on me. They got the nicest guy doing the door. This is usually they got a real hard person doing the door. You're too nice to be the doorman, you know. Well, it might be an hour-long wait, but at least you'll have plenty of company.
Yes.
Yeah, and hey, like I said, that's it's a little bit of a jinx for now, but probably in the long term, that might be the good luck charm, right? He reached out and put his hand right on you. I mean, that's got to count for something.
Last shall be first.
Yeah. Good luck, guys. Cheers. Well, I'll take you back for another short walk, but we'll start to wrap this thing up soon because, again, they're going to call a hard cutoff any minute there now, although, as you just saw, but even the organizers are having as much fun with it as they can. Once again, we are going to be back with the real chasing of the ace. So there they go, another 20. That guy won't be so mad at me now. They're going to have the drawing of the ace beginning at 8 o'clock. So that means we will be back here on Facebook Live starting at 7:30 tonight. If you want to see the crowd in its entirety, one of the interesting features of Chase the Ace is if you want to win, you have to be here. Like you could always buy your lottery ticket and you sit at home on the couch. Chase the Ace, you and that ticket have got to be here in case your number is called and you get up to, pull the card. So if you want to see this parking lot completely full of people as if there is a Rolling Stones concert nearby, if you want to see the actual drawing of the card and everything in between, come back and join us at 7:30 tonight. We'll be right here. All right, I think it's time to sign it off, folks. I'm Zach Goudie in Goulds. We're chasing the ace, and we'll be back tonight at 7:30 live.